What's up, Hippo lovers? Try number 4. One restart from Heresy, one restart from Suomi, one drop from Suomi, and now we are in a post game looking into another start. 42 minutes delayed. Heresy against Suomi, my boys against the Finn favorites, not the fan favorites, and you need to take 2 out of those civilizations out of the civ pool for every single map, and we are jumping into it. The Max, 3rd time in a row, pocket. He will have Rubenstock as Italian, quite close in the north, and Vilis and the Vikings, kind of exposed. Dogao here with the Mongols. Miguel, the Vikings pocket, and far away land playing Italians on his own. We have an 8 deer and 3 boars on this map, so Mongols should be a very powerful civilization. Isn't Viking pocket ideal here? Well, I think we will go for a lot of land aggression first. Walling, kind of impossible around all this area, and I think massive amount of scouts could be pretty good. And therefore Vikings, maybe with some water approach, could be better, but, well, I haven't really tested this in 3v3, so tough for me to judge here for sure. And I'm really interested to see how those civilizations will play out. And that's not a lot of villagers on food. 4 on food, 5 on wood here. And okay, now sending one villagers to the back. Fish in general quite solid. If you find a reasonable dock spot, this is actually quite unfortunate for the Max if he wants to dock it here, which is a likely spot for him, because it's blocked by the island. We'll have an extra gold and extra stone in the back in the long run, but that won't be too important. It is not the worst dock position ever, though, if we look at that. Dock in the back here for land could be a bit better. We'll have a lot of good fish in the long run. Now pushing some more deer, we'll go without the mill for now. Rubenstock, where is he scouting? Puts the dock in the back as well. We'll have a solid position for himself. Vilis giving the cheaper dock bonus to his teammates, is building his 3rd one for his team now in the back as well. What is Dogao's plan? Oh, Dogao's playing it without a dock. Interesting approach here. Then I want to see Miguel going heavily onto that, and, well, it's curious to see how he will play this one out. If he goes for scouts, I think he kind of has to, but Dogao will go for scouts as well. At least that's what I believe, with all the extra food you have on this map. Maybe land will play some archer approach. Oh, this will be interesting. Slinging, obviously, is something we've seen quite often in ECL. But I don't see that happening too likely here. Dogao already up. Played this pop 17. That will be a lot of scouts quite early. Let's take on the other side. Look on the other side. Vilis on his behalf sitting at 7 food. So that will be tricky. The Max following it up with pop 22 fishing ship. This is actually a pretty damn good start by the Max. Honestly, pop 21 now here. 837. That's pretty damn impressive, and he will get some solid production out for sure. Sagahaga, welcome. What does the map vision say here for Dogao? He has a good idea of what Vilis is up to. Sees one lumber camp here, sees that that is maybe walled off. But yeah, he will be able to be quite annoying here for sure. Land, quite a big distance on that side. Has an early uptime as well. Rubenstock a bit late here. Bit surprising to me. And how is he having 18 villages again? Isn't it bugging out that Vilis is sitting at 22 and Rubenstock at now 20? Feels a bit weird. Oh, he lost something. And he still has 1 military. He lost a villager somewhere. Okay. Missed that. Oh. Ripperino. And that looks like he just forgot it. Look at how many shots he did to the boar. Uh-oh. That was a solid 6 shots at the boar instead of the normal 2, and then go back. So Miguel up as well, goes with 3 on gold. That looks like archery ranges from him at the front. Stable now here as we expected. Team wall approach is the idea here for the Finns, but that is not going to happen. Scouts will be in here and start to be annoying. Release will most likely lose that scout. Let's take a look. Togao needs to micro that a bit better, needs 3 more hits, and yeah, gets the kill off here quite nicely, but loses 1. Why to trade for land? That is just an overlay bug. Don't get too confused by that. Release with 12:37. That is way too late if you are not completely walled. Kills another villager. That means he lost 2 already, but already killed 1 scout. Make that 2 scout kills, and that's a lot of aggression lost for Vilise. As we can see, the max is coming over, not for Vilise, for Dogao. Losing those 2 scouts, and the max is sending everything. Meanwhile, Roomstock is going archers. We are expecting the same from Lan. No, Lan is just walling himself, and he's going for the full water approach. Should give his team a nice eco advantage. Miguel, I think he should just heavily go on to fishing ships here. He's going for the double archer range, kind of as we expected. Trying to wall that area off. Didn't go for his 3rd boar even. Aggression in the center continues. Let's take a look. The harassment against the villager is continuing, but it feels like the max has enough army here to control this area. Yeah, look at that. 4 spearmen out. Togao, who's mainly on scouts, cannot do enough damage here. And let's take a look. Oh, slips through with his 5th scout. And now some harassment here at the top. Lan even going for galleys instead of fire galleys first here. Interesting. Something I didn't expect. And another harassment here against Vilise. Uh-oh, tricky spot for him. Let's take a look. That's another villager trap for sure. And Scout is trying to go back. Oh boy, already 4 losses here, and that's all villagers from him. That is okay-ish HP. Nice quick walls here for sure. Now the market, he has enough resources to click up to Castle Age. Does he have a blacksmith though? No, not really. Is that potentially a sling? Now the blacksmith here, so it will be a fast castle. Might just go on to longboats. 1641 here. Has a solid food eco behind that. That's the greed I want to see from Miguel, and he is delivering as well. Did add a 2nd dock, and that will be quite a nice fish boom from him behind. We see the fletching timing for Lan, Roomstock, and Miguel, who's now coming forward with the archers. Palisade gates should fall. No villagers behind there. And the max, how is he looking with his resources? Still going for more scouts, so will take some time. I think the fire galley approach would have been a bit better for Lan to begin with, just to snipe the fishing ship a bit more efficiently. But that should be some kills here if Lan is taking good care, and yes he is. Way too good for that. Scout still annoying here, and oh boy, more scouts are coming in because Miguel, he did not gate this area. I think gating would be so much better than just having this open. And he deletes his barrack to free his 1 spearman. What an unfortunate barracks position here by him. Had the spearman trapped there and now needs to rebuild that. Archers are going through. They can maybe do some damage here to the max, who's now going for bloodlines. I like the team strategy so far by Heresy, and that will be some harassment. Let's take a look. What can they do against the max, who is quite unprotected here, and that will be some dead villagers for sure. I think 3 will go down here at the gold. No chance to save them. Maybe if he deleted the mining camp, but no, that's 3 down. Could maybe see 1 or 2 more going down at the woodline. Looks like it's Spearman, actually quite aggressive there, and we should see another 2 kills, so 5 kills here. And the max, he is in quite some troubles. 300 food, 200 gold, will get the defensive tower up. Meanwhile, I think the scouts got cleared up or something. No, they're going over to the other side to Lan, who is super safe. Created his own small base, and Dogao, even with quite a lot of spearmen. Let's take a look. Going over to Vilise could be an option. Still no idea what his plan is. Is it longboats? It is longboats, but going at the very other side of the map. Makes it quite tricky for him. And still open here at the woodline. Another X coming, and Vilise. He's in a world of pain. 25 villagers only for him. 10 fish. That is really helping out. Now 5 longboats won't help too much. Miguel up to Castle H as well. And that would be some nice aggression. Maybe even split those archers. Just keep 3 or 4 here and send the others over to harass Miguel. Could be an option. Uh-oh, but now Roomstock and the Max going with combined forces, trying to attack land, but he is in a nice position to re-wall behind this and shouldn't take too much damage. Nice play for sure. Miguel sending over some archers as well, and they should be fine here. Lovely play. Lan, how are his resources looking? Thinking about Castle Age to